Good day, everyone. This is your teacher, Ma'am Aduko, and for our lesson video tutorial today, I will be discussing the direct materials budget. So this topic is in line with our topic in business finance, how to prepare financial budgets. The direct materials budget is one of the parts of the operating budgets that a company must prepare before preparing the financial budgets. The operating budgets and the financial budgets is the components of the master's budget. The direct materials budget shows both the quantity and cost of direct materials to be purchased. And when we say direct materials, so these are the raw materials, components, and parts that are directly used in the manufacturing process to create a finished products. And we have this following formula: direct material units required for production plus desired ending direct material units, and then minus the beginning direct material units, and then it will be equal to required direct materials units to be purchased. And once the number of units to be purchased is determined, now we can compute the budgeted cost of direct materials to be purchased. So we have also this formula. Cost of direct material purchases is equals to the quantity of direct material purchase multiplied by the cost per unit. And also take note, guys, that the desired ending inventory is a key component in the budgeting process. For example, inadequate inventories could result in temporary shutdowns of production, especially during peak season. And also, while excess or stockpiling of large quantities of raw materials will tie up the cash flow of the company. And also, there will be risk like damages and others. Let me give you this illustration. Tribal Company is preparing its master budget for 2020. Relevant data pertaining to its direct materials budget are as follows. Units to be produced based on the production budget for 2020 are as follows. For the first quarter, the units to be produced is 1,060. For the second quarter, 1,260 units. For the third quarter, 1,600 units. And for the fourth quarter, 1,800 units. And then each t-shirt requires 2 units of raw materials at a cost of 82 pesos per t-shirt production. And then another assumption, management desires to maintain an ending inventory of raw materials equal to 10% of the next quarter production requirements and 10% of estimated first quarter beginning inventory of raw materials needed for production. And then assume that the desired ending direct materials amount is 1,020 units for the fourth quarter of 2020. And then prepare the direct materials budget by quarters. Take note, students, by quarters for 2020. All right, so we have here our pro forma for our operating budget, which is the direct materials budget. Okay, so we can see here from our direct materials budgets, it shows in 4 quarters, since the illustration states that we will compute the direct materials budgets into 4 quarters, and then the units to be produced, and then the direct materials per unit, and then the total units for production. Then we will add the desired ending direct materials, and then the total material required, and then less the beginning direct materials. And then we have the direct material purchases and multiplied by the cost per unit, and then the total cost of direct materials purchases is determined. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to write the heading of the operating budgets, which is the direct materials budgets. Okay, so the name of the company, Tribal King Co., and then the title of the budget, which is direct materials budget, including the year. Okay, so for the year ended December 31, 2020. And then the units to be produced is obtained from the production budget of the company, which is for the quarter 1, we have here 1,060 units. For the quarter 2, 1,260 units. For the quarter 3, 1,600 units. And for the last quarter, which is 1,800 units. And then direct materials per unit. So as I have discussed earlier, direct materials are the materials that are directly used in the manufacturing process to create a finished product. So our finished product is t-shirt. So the direct materials are needed for the production is the fabrics. Let's say we assume fabrics and the trim. So we have 2 units of direct materials. For the first quarter, also the same. In the second quarter, 2 units of direct materials. And then for the third quarter, 2 units of direct materials. And for also the same for the fourth quarter. And then we will determine the total units for production by multiplying the direct materials per unit to the units to be produced. So 1,060 multiplied by 2. So the total units for production for quarter 1 is 2,120. And then for the quarter 2, we have 2,520 units. And then for the quarter 3, we have 3,200 units. And then for the last quarter, 3,600 units. And then we will add the desired ending direct materials. So we have this following assumption: 10% of next quarter's production requirements. So take note, the 10% of the next quarters. So to obtain the desired ending direct materials for quarter 1, we will use the second quarter's production requirements, which is 2,520. So we will remove 10% of it. Okay, so 2,520 times 10%. So our desired ending direct materials is 252 units for the first quarter. And then for the second quarter, the next, to determine the desired ending direct materials, so we will use the production requirements from the third quarter, which is 3,200. So we will remove 10% of it. Okay, so for the desired ending direct materials for second quarter is 3,200 units. Okay, and then for the third quarter, we will use the next production requirements of the fourth quarter, which is 3,600. So we will take 10% of it, which is 360 units as our desired ending direct materials for the third quarter. And then we have also these assumptions that the fourth quarter ending inventories is 1,020 units. Now we can determine for the total materials required for the 4 quarters. Okay, so for the first quarters, the total units for production plus the desired ending direct materials. So for the total materials required for the first quarter is equal to 2,372. Then for the second quarter, we have 2,840. And then for the third quarter, 3,560. And then for the fourth quarter, total units per production, which is 3,600, add the desired ending direct materials of 1,020. So the total materials required for the fourth quarters is 4,620. Then less beginning direct materials. Then we have this last assumption, guys, that the 10% of estimated first quarter units needed for production. So to determine the beginning direct materials in unit, say it says 10% of estimated first quarter units. Okay, so the total units for production for quarter 1 is 2,120. So we will take 10% of it as our beginning direct materials in units. So 2,120 times 10%. So 10% of 2,120 is 212. And then for the second quarter, the ending inventory of the quarter 1 will be the beginning inventory for the second quarter. So our beginning direct materials is 252. And then for the third quarter, the beginning direct materials is 320. Okay, so the explanation is this, guys, that the ending inventory will be the beginning inventory for the next production. Okay, so 320 is the ending direct materials of quarter 2. So for the next quarter, which is quarter 3, so it will become the beginning direct materials. So I hope you are not confused, guys. Okay, so you just follow the arrows. And then for the quarter 4, the ending inventories of direct materials in quarter 3, which is the 360 units, will become the beginning inventory for quarter 4, which is 360 units. And then we will determine the direct material purchases. Total materials required less beginning direct materials. Okay, so for the first quarter, 2,372 minus 212. So our direct material purchases for the first quarter is 2,160 units. For the second quarter, 2,840 less 252, which is 2,588 units. For the third quarter, 3,560 less 320, which is 3,240. And then for the last quarter, 4,620 minus or less 360, which is 4,260 units. Okay, so then to determine the total cost of direct material purchases for the 4 quarters. Okay, so the cost per t-shirt production, let's say it will cost 82 pesos. So we will multiply the direct material purchases by 82 pesos. And then also the same for the second quarter, multiply by 82 pesos, and then 82 pesos as the cost per unit. And then for the fourth quarter, 82 pesos. Okay, so our total cost of direct material purchases for the first quarter, 2,160 multiplied by 82 pesos. So the total cost of direct material purchases for first quarter is 177,120 pesos. And then for the second quarter, 2,588 units times 82 pesos per unit. So the total cost of direct material purchases for the second quarter is 212,216 pesos. And then for the third quarter, 265,680 pesos. And then for the last quarter, 4,260 units times 82 pesos per unit. So the total cost of direct materials purchases is equivalent to 349,320 pesos. And then if for the whole year, okay, so it cost 1,004,336 pesos. So this is how to prepare the direct materials budget. Thank you for watching our lesson video tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bright Minds Classroom. Have a nice day and bye-bye.